can brutally remember in high school, I would always walk around the school grounds just feeling like a little bitch. I was in like year 11, so I was like 17 years old, and I'd always walk around like 65 kilos soaking wet. I always felt super scrawny. I've been in a class one time and I'm sitting next to a girl and she goes, "Oh, Adrian, let's compare wrist size." She could put her whole hand around my wrist and I couldn't put mine around hers. My high school years, I always felt like super feminine. And deep down, I knew this like truly wasn't who I was. I knew I had a masculine essence deep down and that I'm gonna become a man. I look back now and I can blame the education system. I can blame my parents that, oh, my parents weren't teaching me stuff about masculinity. Oh, the school system makes you more feminine because they tell you not to play fight, sit down in a desk and memorize shit. They don't want you to be physical. So yeah, I can blame the education system. I think the only person there is to blame is honestly myself. Because when I hit the years of 20, 21, 22, I started educating myself more about masculinity. I started learning online for free, like you're pretty much doing right now. But you couldn't really go on YouTube and watch videos about masculinity 20, 30 years ago. But guys were like more masculine back in the day. Why is that? Is it because of the modern world? Is it because of the food we're eating? Is it because of testosterone levels? Instant gratification? Laziness, loneliness? Why is the world today have so many more free resources to help young guys in self-improvement become more masculine, but the macro data shows that guys are becoming more feminine? And you're probably one of them, because so was I. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 laws of masculinity which can help you go from boy to man. Make it a lifestyle, follow these laws, and the rest will be history. Law number 1, take responsibility. Younger Adrian used to always cope. Younger Adrian used to never take responsibility for his actions. He would blame genetics when he first started going to the gym. He would blame his teacher who was teaching him in school as the main reason why he got a shit grade, and not because of the fact that he didn't necessarily study for this test. When you don't take responsibility and you blame someone else, you're quite frankly making whoever you blame more masculine than you. Another example of this, you go on a date, maybe it doesn't go well. You don't blame yourself that it didn't go well, you blame the chick. That's quite frankly making her more masculine than you, when attraction is you should be the masculine man, she should be an effeminate. You're not taking responsibility for your actions. Stop blaming others. When you can flip the switch and look at yourself in the mirror every single day and be like, okay, the reason why I'm fat is all because of me, all because of the food I ate, all because I didn't do cardio, all because I didn't go to the gym. That is the reason. I'm not blaming anyone but myself. This is when you'll start to see progress. This is when you'll start to feel just honestly like super purposeful and just feel like you're on the right track and becoming your ultimate masculine self. You're actually becoming a man and not a weak little soy boy bitch like you were in high school, because you used to always blame others. Law number 2, embrace discomfort. You didn't have a cold shower today. You fapped last night. You're doing these comforting habits because they give you a lot of pleasure in the moment, but every single time afterwards, they make you feel like shit. Higher highs, lower lows. Comfort is the greatest killer of every man's masculinity journey. TV, the hub, Netflix, junk food, video games, all of these like instant gratification, comforting options, they're sapping your masculine desire to become your most masculine self and chase goals, achieve goals, dominate, direction, being a leader. All of these traits are being sapped and quite frankly disintegrated, all because you're just embracing comfort instead of discomfort. What if you were to do the complete and utter bipolar opposite and do stuff which is uncomfortable, do stuff which makes you anxious, do stuff which you didn't really want to do, but you did it anyway because you didn't let emotions control you, which I'm going to speak a lot more about soon. Bro, start doing stuff which scares you. What do you think the return on investment you're going to get when you do something which is quite scary? Are you going to become more feminine, or are you going to become more of a man? It's like pretty simple math, and I think we should all know this by now. You didn't really need to click on a video to hear me say this, but I guess it is a good reminder. Me, myself, I do have periods of times where I do indulge in comforting things. And I do forget, okay, this isn't providing me with a good return on investment. Have a cold shower, bro. Try a dopamine detox for a week. Do something which is hard. When was the last time you set yourself a challenging task and you actually achieved it? Finish that assignment in a day. Eat healthy for a week if you've been eating shit food for a month. Challenge yourself and you'll shock yourself. That's honestly what happened with me when I first heard of self-improvement in 2022. I was like my most feminine self. I thought there was no way I could change or become better, but it was all about embracing discomfort. I got hooked to cold showers. I got hooked to the feeling of me shivering, of my balls fucking shrinking. I got hooked to the adrenaline rush I get after. I'd feel like Superman. The fact that I would smash that hardest, most uncomfortable task first thing in the morning, that only led to making every other task in the day a lot easier. Like recording a video, like going to the gym, like eating healthy. Making this a lifestyle, you will shock yourself. Law number 3, pursue mastery. Ask yourself right now, what is the one thing which brings you the most happiness, which puts you in your flow state where you don't overthink, where you don't think about anything else in the world, you just feel so present and you just love doing this thing so much. Ask yourself, what is it? Is it sport, maybe basketball, soccer, footy if you're from Australia? Is it studying? Do you love studying the current topic you're studying for? Like, I don't know, math, science, English, I don't know. Or is it posting videos? Or is it reading? What is the one thing which you want to spend all of your time on? Thought of it? Okay, cool. Whatever it is, whatever you love to do, that's what you should pursue mastery in and try become the best at. Because 1, you love doing it. 2, it feels purposeful. 3, the more you love doing something, you're probably going to produce better results in the long run. This will make you more masculine. You're spending your time in the way you want to spend it. You're pursuing and trying to become the best. You feel like you're progressing. That's when you're like most masculine self. Pursued mastery in the video game you're playing. You tried to climb the prestige ranks in Black Ops. That made you feel like you were in your masculine. The only problem is, quite frankly, it didn't really mean much and you couldn't really showcase this achievement to people outside of this virtual world. So, okay, cool. You kind of have a semi-understanding of pursuing mastery. But bro, do this in the real world where it actually means something. Where other people can respect and show gratitude for the results you've achieved. I understand, Adrian, you just record videos for validation. You just want fake stat. I like sharing my mistakes, so I have fun doing this. I couldn't give any fucks about the external rewards. As long as internally I feel like I'm progressing, I feel like I'm pursuing mastery, trying to become the best of what I do. It's really all that matters, bro. Same thing with you. Do you love going to the gym? Okay, cool. Become a bodybuilder. Fix your diet. Fix your sleep. Do everything it takes to become the best at it. You will never have to watch videos like this ever again. Number 4, align your life to your purpose. So we kind of just briefly touched on you trying to find out your purpose and going all in on that. But when I mean all in, I mean like all in. I'm talking 24/7. Aligning all your habits towards this goal and not saying otherwise. You want to do things in the most efficient and effective way. You don't want to have setbacks because when you have a little setback, like let's say you want to be a bodybuilder, you know that eating healthy kind of speeds up your progress and is the right choice to make when it comes to becoming a bodybuilder. You go out some random Wednesday and your friends, they want to indulge in some junk food. You know deep down you eating junk food doesn't align with your purpose, but you do it anyway. You do it anyway because it's almost like your brain turns off. But then after you finish the junk food, then you realize that didn't really align with my purpose. If anything, that just set me back. Why the fuck did I eat that Big Mac? Why did I eat those large fries? Why did I eat those chicken nuggets? I feel like super feminine now because I just committed an action which doesn't align with my purpose, which doesn't make me feel good, which doesn't make me progress. What if you were to fully lock in for like a period of time, achieve your goal, and then reward yourself? It's like climbing Mount Everest, bro. Once you reach the top, okay, then reward yourself. But you're nowhere near the top yet, brother, and neither am I. But that's fine because we love the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, the hardships, the struggle, the grit, the grind in which it takes to become the best at what you do. That's how you become more masculine. Not having balance. Saying to yourself, I worked hard this week, so I'm just going to indulge in instant gratification habits. I'm going to eat junk food, I'm going to watch this new series, I'm going to take a bite of a Big Mac. Bro, the people that say have balance, they're saying that because they want to hold you back. They see you've gained a little bit of momentum, so they say this bullshit propaganda of, hey, Adrian, you need to have balance. Stop aligning everything to your purpose because that's unhealthy. You're working too hard. Take it easy. Am I working hard though if this thing I'm working on feels like super fun and purposeful and I can do it 24/7? Align everything to your purpose and you will become your most masculine self. Law number 5, self-control / reject degeneracy. Literally last week, I get a text from one of my close mates saying, Adrian, we haven't been out for a while. Let's go out to the club. I'm going to be honest with you. I went. Did I drink? No, but I still went, and I was out like pretty late, fucked up with my sleep. Sleep should be aligned to my purpose, me getting good quality sleep. I didn't do that. I embraced degeneracy because I said to myself, oh, I haven't been out in a while. Let me actually just go out this one time. I'll try be back early. Was I back early? No. Being masculine is all about you making the right decisions and not just being like a yes man. Like, yes, I'm going to go out. Yes. And like, kind of like having no self-control. You know those people at school, you'd call them like followers, or they'd get peer pressured like really, really easy. They kind of have like no self-control. They wouldn't really know anything about self-improvement, but they'd constantly indulge in instant gratification and embrace degeneracy because they didn't know what was right or what was wrong. That used to be me. I still struggle a bit with self-control. Like I still have periods of the day where I'm scrolling when I know that's not good for me. I'm embracing degeneracy and just being distracted. But I think to become more masculine, the more you can try level up your self-control trait, say no more often, instead of constantly agreeing with others, actually having your own say, that's when you go from boy to man. Because think about it. Did your dad, your masculine father figure, was he a yes man? Did he constantly agree? Or did he have like periods of the day where he'd be like, no, don't do that? Or did he just let you go throughout life and do whatever you want? Probably not if you had like a masculine father growing up. I know for me, my dad wasn't a yes man. If I did something wrong in a basketball game, he'd get mad, which was probably the right thing to do. So I'm looking at you now, and you need to start having some self-control over the decisions you make. If your friend texts you to come out and you know you're not meant to go out tonight because you've got to wake up early tomorrow to record a video, say no. Reject degeneracy, and in the long run, you'll kind of be laughing. And I guess this is me kind of now giving advice to younger Adrian from literally last week because I went out last week. Younger Adrian from a week ago needs to hear this. You really need to hear this as well. Practice self-control. Be in full control of the decisions you make and you have no regrets. Law number 6, have faith and gratitude. You know those people, those really, really spoiled people who constantly say, I'm not grateful for anything. Why should I be grateful when the system's unfair? Why should I be grateful if I was born in this location instead of that location? Why should I be grateful if I go to this school instead of that better school? There's people who have this mindset, and I used to be one of these guys. I still kind of am. I'm still trying to work on this. I'm still super spoiled. At times I'm ungrateful as fuck, and yet sometimes I'm just selfish. Let's just say the more you can become grateful, as like emotional and cringe as it sounds, you think, oh, being grateful, it's actually masculine. One Google search, being grateful is a masculine trait. You're grateful for the cards you've been dealt and you make best use of them. That's what being a man's about. We all start on different levels, but it's how you make best use of them which will dictate the progress you make in the future. I'm trying to become more grateful. I'm gratitude journaling. Probably shouldn't have showed that, but the more grateful you can become, the more you can have faith in something greater than yourself, compared to all these other people who aren't grateful for anything. When you can be the complete and utter bipolar opposite, how much more likely do you think you're going to follow all of the other laws which I've said in this video? Who's going to embrace discomfort more? The guy who's grateful or the guy who's ungrateful? Who's going to align his life to his purpose no matter the circumstances? The guy who's grateful or the guy who's ungrateful? It's a really important trait to have, and it's a trait which not many young guys have. Be grateful. Law number 7, be strong physically and mentally. I left this law last because you can say this is probably the most like common sense law. It's a law which needs to be repeated. It's a law which has to be said. And I think I left it last because this can probably motivate you a lot. Testosterone levels year by year are only going lower and lower. As men, year by year, we are becoming more feminine. We're becoming weaker. We're coping more often. We keep having more and more limiting beliefs. We don't know what's right. We don't know what's wrong. Our energy levels are going lower. We're becoming more just fat. When we all understand, if you want to be the masculine guy, you have to prioritize your health and testosterone. You have to be strong physically and mentally. You're not reading books now. You're not constantly educating yourself. You're not hitting the gym. Why do you think you're clicking on these videos when you know deep down you didn't go to the gym last night when you were meant to go train legs? You know what you have to do. Be strong. Build that body. Work on your fighting. Educate yourself. Meditate. Do all the right stuff, because when you do, you're on the right path. You don't have to stress out and watch these videos. Why am I so thin? You don't have to worry about any of that. You know you're on the right path because you're doing the stuff you're meant to do. You've seen all these other self-improvement guys saying, yeah, go gym, push, pull legs. Who gives a fuck? Just go in the gym. Just rock up. Right now, you're not even rocking up. Take one step in the gym. You'll probably make more progress than what you're currently making. The more stronger you can become, both physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, everything, the more masculine you're going to become. The more likely you're going to be able to attract a more feminine girl. Because polarity, we attract our opposites. If you're kind of like a feminine guy, yeah, you're going to be attracting a masculine girl. Whereas when you can feel your true essence and become your most masculine self, you're going to attract the right girl you're meant to attract. A super feminine, gorgeous girl. If that doesn't motivate you enough, if following all these laws doesn't give you the advice or doesn't motivate you to take action, I honestly don't know what will. There's going to be some other dude watching this video. He's going to follow these laws. He's going to go from level 1 masculinity to level 10. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. He probably, potentially, and eventually will steal your future wife because he's more masculine than you. This is like brutal mindset, and I have said this before in a recent video, but I think this is the killer mindset you need to go from where you are now to who you want to become. As guys, we are becoming less masculine, we are becoming more feminine, and it's almost like in return, girls are starting to become more masculine. Girls have more muscles than guys now. Girls are building their own businesses. Girls are more present than us because we're so distracted. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? We need to lock in. Like, bro, 15 more days, it's already 2025. We're gonna be halfway through the decade, just like that. We know what we have to do, so let's do the work together. I hope this video motivated or inspired you. I'm currently doing one-on-one coaching mentorship. It'll be the first link in the description. I also have a Discord private community group chat coming very soon. If you're interested in that, go reach out on my Instagram link and just shoot me a message. I'll invite you to that. It's still a work in progress, but it will be released very soon. And yeah, make sure to click the subscribe button. Also a little bell icon so it kind of like reminds you when I do post videos and watch them as soon as humanly possible. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.